Nigerian House of Representatives has introduced a bill aimed at barring serving officials of political parties from contesting for elective positions. The bill, titled "A Bill for an Act to Alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, seeks to amend Section 223 of the Constitution, requiring party executives at the national and state levels to resign at least 30 days before primary elections if they intend to run for office. Sponsored by Mansour Soro, the bill is intended to ensure fairness in party primaries and eliminate the undue advantage held by serving party officials. Soro emphasized that party executives contesting elections while retaining their positions create an unfair playing field. This move follows the provisions of Section 84, subsection 12 of the Electoral Act 2022, which already prohibits political appointees from seeking nominations for elective office. However, some critics, including members of the People's Democratic Party, argue that the bill could interfere with the internal affairs of political parties and should only be applied to National Assembly members. Well, joining us now to discuss this latest move by the House of Representatives and the likely impact on the polity is Arise News analyst Dayo Sobowale. Good afternoon, Mr. Sobowale. Many thanks for joining us.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure being here as usual.
And what do you make of this bill, even especially the pushback that we're seeing from the PDP?
Well, apparently, on the surface of it, is an attempt at fair play or trying to create a level playing field. But you say, like, one side has retorted now. He said it should apply to legislators too, not necessarily party officials. But the way I see it, politicians thrive on stabbing each other in the back. So these legislators are suspicious that the party officials, since they are holding incumbent offices, can manipulate issues and eliminate them. But then they have thrown it back at them, that they are elected officers too, that they could use their influence whilst in the House to influence primaries, which is logical too. But then I think this is a federation. We have unity in diversity, and we are running a federalism. Parties emerge from various sectors of the nation and involve various coalitions, caucuses. To me, I will want parties to determine that process. Let the parties determine it. Let them put it in their constitution, as I'm sure it is already. So when there is dispute, they go to court. That is what Labour has been trying to do with the executive. And the courts have always been able to adjudicate and sort out based on the constitution. INEC too there. INEC is a referee. You get me? INEC can determine certain issues or along that line. Let the constitution stay as it is. Let the parties follow their constitution. And if people feel cheated, let them seek redress in the law court. I'll leave it at that for now.
But is there any particular thing that this particular bill that the House of Rep members are proposing is bringing to the table? Because we know that the Section 84, subsection 12 of the Electoral Act 2022 already prohibits political appointees from seeking nominations for elective office.
Well, they are trying to alter the Constitution. It's not as if they are endorsing it. They are trying to alter it so that political office holders in the parties will withdraw. Get me? It's already there that people, if you want to contest, you withdraw from elected or elective office. It's already there. You get me now? But they are trying to put it in the party's constitution. You get me? And trying to put it in the Nigerian constitution. You get me? I'm saying that what you hold is what is in the party's constitution, not the Nigerian constitution. Although I doubt if they can ever have a consensus on making that alteration. You know, there are so many parties there. I doubt it. See, even see where they are discussing it, the house is literally empty. You get me? The house is literally empty. I doubt the consensus, but it's an attempt at creating a level playing field. But some people have already told them that what is good for the goose is good for the gander. If you want it for party officials, let the legislators who resign before contesting for something. Although some people said that will create a vacuum in terms of administration, if all officers, which I agree with. But then you see, there is no cloud without a silver lining. It's an attempt at strengthening party administration and monitoring of elections. It's good, because if you have strong parties with strong rules, and you have strong officials at the party level, you can have better, fairer primaries. You get me? To get candidates in without litigation, proliferating over the place after primaries.
That's a great point Mr. Sobowale made about the primaries. But I'm wondering, what are the most likely short-term political consequences of this proposed ban?
It is proposed. How are you talking about this? It won't pass.
What
so
if it does?
Are you talking of the consequences?
What if it does?
How can? It's an attempt at fairness. It's an attempt at fairness. And some people have rebuffed it. So why are you talking of the consequences?
Perhaps do you think maybe all of these are just a way to cover or save face, especially when you look at the fact that political offices are mostly taken to dip their hands in the cookie jar? Many times we've been asking for a cut in the cost of governance so that those who go into political offices are going there to serve the people and not just to get their part of the cake.
Look, I take issue with that declaration that those who go into public offices go there to dip their hands. No, you don't slaw their integrity. And that's not part of the discussion here. If that is their reputation, according to you, leave it out of this. What we are discussing is an issue of political participation and the level and quality and substance. That's what they are discussing. It's a welcome political development and discussion. Let's respect it as such.
Yeah, so we're saying that perhaps if those who go into office go there with integrity and with the mind to work for the people, perhaps we won't be having this conversation about those who hold political offices shouldn't, contest or resign 30 days before contesting.
This is politics. Politics, most times, is Machiavellian. And I started out by saying that politicians have a reputation for stabbing each other in the back. You have added corruption and lack of leadership to it. But then, that notwithstanding, they are trying to create a level playing field, I will repeat that, for participation from their own perspective. But those on the other side, the party officials, PDP, has countered that it will be self-serving for them, that, the legislators too should resign. If the legislators resign before election, if the party officials resign, who will man the legislature, who will man the offices? You get me? So it is democracy. They are entitled to their opinion and to the way to see these issues. That's what politics is all about. It's a potpourri of ideas. So let them sort it out. But we can discuss it.
Well, like you alluded to, this is an objective that they're seeking for a more level playing field.
Yeah, but I don't think it's popular. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Look at the paucity of membership in the House during the discussion. You get me? And you see, you can't have a consensus amongst all the parties there on this issue. It's not a biting, serious issue. You get me? It's not a biting, serious issue.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Dayo Sobowale, for your time, as always, on the show. Thank you for the robust analysis.